Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Revolutionary Hour, where we talk about all the stuff that's probably going to ruin your day, or at least your savings account. I'm Mr. E, and today we're going to talk about something that might not seem like it matters, but trust me, it's going to hit you where it hurts: the US dollar. You know, that green paper we all rely on to buy our coffee, pay our rent, and survive? Well, 21 countries just decided they don't need it anymore. So how does that affect you? Let me break it down. Grab a drink, because you're going to need it. First things first, why should you even care if some countries halfway across the world stop using the US dollar for trade? I mean, you're still buying gas, groceries, and paying off student loans, right? Well, here's the bad news. When countries stop using the dollar for international trade, the demand for the dollar drops. When demand drops, the value drops. When the value drops, everything here at home gets more expensive. Your gas up, groceries up, pretty much everything you need, up. Think about it like this. Imagine if every store in your neighborhood decided they weren't going to accept cash anymore, only credit. What happens to that cash in your pocket? It becomes less useful. Now, imagine that's happening on a global scale. That's the US dollar right now. BRICS, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, and ASEAN, a group of 10 Southeast Asian countries, have said, nah, we're good to the US dollar in their international trade. They're using their local currencies instead. And together, these countries represent 40% of the world's population and 30% of the global GDP. So yeah, when 40% of the world decides your currency ain't shit, you're going to feel it. BRICS alone now makes up 37% of global GDP in terms of purchasing power parity, controls 38% of the world's oil production, and handles 45% of global trade. ASEAN countries, for their part, have rolled out digital payment systems that let them trade directly in their own currencies. No US dollar middleman. So while we're over here arguing about inflation, these countries are building a brand new financial system that doesn't include us at all. And trust me, that's going to hurt. And it's not just oil and trade. This impacts everything. As more countries ditch the dollar, it starts a chain reaction. If demand for the dollar drops, inflation here at home will spike. You're already feeling it at the gas pump at the grocery store. But buckle up, because it could get a whole lot worse. But wait, there's a silver, or rather gold, lining. Every time the dollar weakens, gold prices go up. Why? Because when people lose faith in the dollar, they turn to gold as a safe bet. It's like the global economy's panic button. And let's face it, we're seeing a lot of panic right now. So what does that mean for you? Well, you might want to start considering some alternatives to just sitting on cash. Gold is looking pretty shiny right now, literally and figuratively. Okay, so now that I've scared you half to death, what can you do? Well, first off, don't panic, at least not immediately. Here's a few tips to prepare you for what's coming. Diversify. Do not keep all your savings in US dollars. Consider putting some money into assets like gold or other precious metals. Historically, gold rises when the dollar falls. Stay informed. Keep an eye on global news, especially what's happening with BRICS and ASEAN. The more you know, the better prepared you'll be. Look at foreign currencies. If you have the means, consider holding some assets in stable foreign currencies, just in case. And then hedge your bets. If you're an investor, think about hedging your portfolio. Gold and commodities can act as buffers during times of currency instability. So, there you have it. The US dollar isn't dead yet, but it's definitely in critical condition. And while that might sound scary, the more you prepare now, the better off you'll be when things start to really unravel. Now, thanks for tuning in to Revolutionary Hour. If you liked today's episode, head on over to sbcmovement.com and subscribe to our supporters club at $2.99 a month. It's cheaper than watching inflation eat your paycheck.